Hello, everybody! Happy New Year's! This, of course, somebody's car horn has to go out off the instant I start recording this. But this is a time of year where everybody starts making their resolutions and goals for the year and all that stuff. But I'm just gonna share this personally. I'm sort of excited about this year. You see, this year I'll finish my master's degree, and hopefully I'll be done with college and schooling for the rest of my life. And I'll actually be able to get out and do what I'm supposed to do in the world. So I'm a little bit excited about that. Of course, I have to finish one more master's level semester, but I'm getting there. So this year is really looking up for me. But I remember this time last year, I did a video on goals for 2015. I'll try leaving a link in the description box below if you want to go watch that. But right here, I decided to analyze how much of that I had done last year. So I went back, rewatched my own video, and I have a cue card here to review these, the resolutions. First one I had was take a training course, and I did take a training course around March, April area. I loved it. You know, my only complaint was I went into it with my shield, and it was more of a tactical setup. So he was telling us to load 10 rounds, load 10 rounds, load 10 rounds, and I was restricted to 8 or 7. So that was really annoying to me. But I love the course. I learned a lot from it, and I'm going to take more from Paul Forgy. I love that guy. He's great. He's a great instructor, and I'm going to take more of his classes once I get the money. So I did that. The other goal was to build an AR, and I did that. And you'll be seeing more videos on that because I'm constantly upgrading the rifle and adding some things to it. And you saw my tac vest last year. I'm getting stuff for that as well, getting magazines, trying to get ammo, all that stuff. So I did that. And another one was buy a full-size handgun. Unfortunately, I did not get that. Funds were just not friendly in that area, so I didn't get a full-size handgun, which would be the M&P 9. I will get that eventually. I'll just move that on to this year, hopefully. So I'm hoping by July, June or July area, I will have a full-size handgun. But we'll see how that goes. Next, the next one is to finish the Lord's Home Defense series. And as you can tell, that didn't happen. I just, with changing the channel name and all that stuff, I just got lost interest in that video, or in that series, and quite honestly, I forgot about it. But I'll move that on, also try moving that on to this year, trying to finish that this year. So I don't have a series started and just ending in the middle of it. Next is to start a Christian Philosophy of Carry series. That is a great idea that I did not follow up on as well. There again, I'll move that on to this year. That's too great of an idea, just ignore and forget like I did. So I'll move that on to this year, hopefully get you all that series. Of course, I'm going to do some study on this and the Lord's Home Defense, not just go off the top of my head, but give biblical proof for what I'm saying, and it will honestly be practical evidence instead of just my opinion. And just pure Bible, because, you know, I don't know what you're supposed to know in that area. Anyways, talk about going on to my master's degree. As you can tell from the beginning of this video, I have done that. I'm finishing up my last semester of it. I technically have my bachelor's degree, even though I haven't walked, because, long story, I don't want to brag on the channel. But I'm getting my master's and my bachelor's in that at the same time. Let's just leave it at that. So I'm on my way to getting that. I will walk in May area, so we'll see how that works out. Filming studio is something else that you can tell did not happen, because I'm filming outside my house, but in front of a brick wall. So that's another thing I will look into, trying to improve the quality of my YouTube channel, try having a filming studio, get a good editing software. And one thing that I will do this year is build a computer specifically for video processing. And like I said previously on this channel, I fried 2 computers, 2 laptops that other family had given me to use for school. I had burned them up on YouTube, and they were both excellent, pretty good laptops for what I needed. They were more than capable of handling the school workload, but I fried them video processing. So I'm going to be working with my older brother and my baby brother to build a good... Somebody's Harley's going by. Oh, no, it's just a jacked up truck. Work with them on building a good computer for video processing and getting a good video editing software and working on improving my software. So those are some new things I'm going to add on to this year so I can make better videos for you all and hopefully add more members to the school I thought that this channel is going to be. I can't really think of any more goals I would have for this year. What would be nice is if I could build a say, like I'm working on my tac vest, if I could work on a plate carrier setup and an actual combat setup instead of that, leave the tac vest for some sort of light gear or something like that, or more of like some sort of gear I could just throw at somebody and say, here, use this, whereas I use the combat setup or some deal like that. I would like to get a plate carrier and set that up how I like it, not just buy a generic tac vest and deal with those issues there. So I don't want to set any concrete goals for this year. I just need to work on the goals I had for last year. Get those done, build those up, and hopefully I will be making a better channel for y'all to watch and a better school of thought for you all. Oh, one thing I almost forgot. One thing I will add on to this year is as soon as I get that computer made, I will be making 2 videos a week, not just one. The classes work out where hopefully I'll be able to post a video on Tuesday and Friday. And since and I want to take care of being overbalanced on towards the firearms side and staying away from the spiritual side, I will be making a theological Tuesday videos and firearms Friday videos. And the reasons for the videos are self-explanatory. On Tuesdays I will be making theological videos, maybe talk about doctrine or different spiritual ideas I get throughout the week and all that stuff. Whereas Friday will be reserved solely for firearms. So, you know, talking guns, talking gun politics, tactics, stuff like that. I'll be reserving that to Friday. Now, that does not mean the 2 subjects will be completely separated. No. My firearms philosophy will be dictated by my spiritual practice. My spiritual practices. The 2 are not separate. They're the same. I'll just split them up into 2 different nights so I can focus more specifically on each night on each subject. So there you go. I didn't get all my goals from last year accomplished. I'm moving them on to this year, and I added a few of my own. So this year, something you all can look forward to is me hopefully buying at least one full-size handgun, finishing the Lord's Home Defense series, starting the Christian Philosophy of Carry video series, and building a filming studio, having 2 videos a week, the Theological Tuesday and the Firearms Friday. So, well, if you would like to see me do something else on this channel, put it in the description box below. If you like what my goals that I've set up, put it in the description box below. If you have a way of helping me out, contact me on. I have further suggestions you would like to get me on other social platforms, look in the description box below. I now have Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter directly for this channel. You can contact me on the links there again in the description box below. Another thing that will help is if I can talk clearly. That's something I'm working on. And I'll remind you all to walk a Christian walk and carry a loaded Glock.